I will tell you, the good thing about having a trainer is because there's accountability, and he will or she will call you or text you to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. But you know, we talk about that in business and in life. Making a commitment, doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
Don't just talk about it, but be about it, and then have somebody that you're accountable for. And it kind of reminds me of the gentleman that we're going to be talking to with Ann Cheese, Chef Marvin. He committed to it, you know, and he wasn't just talking about building his business. He actually was about building his business. And I think a lot of times people have this dream to do something, but then they don't take the steps to actually make it happen. It's always like, I'm gonna one day do something. I plan on doing stuff. And being in Atlanta, you hear it all the time. Like literally everybody in Atlanta, they getting ready to start something, they getting ready to go make something, but then it's kind of like taking the steps to actually do it. And not only that, once you do it, to stay committed to it and persist through the ups and downs.
Persist through the up and down through the, you know, it's interesting that the chef here, Chef Marvin, talked about someone that I like to listen to also, Les Brown. Right? Yeah. And even Les Brown was saying, you know, the people that use but, you know, seldom do well in anything. That's true. You know, because when you always have an excuse, but tomorrow, you know, or but it rained today. Yeah. You know, having excuses, really, that just holds you back. Yeah, it really does. People that, you know, even at my church, I always tell people in this business anyway, don't come with me with just a problem. Come with me with solutions. Yeah. You know. But you know, most people aren't solution oriented. True. And I was talking to my daughter about this the other day because she said she was talking to a friend of hers that had this problem. And she was giving her the solution, but all the girl wanted to talk about was, but you don't understand. Okay, but the situation would be resolved if you removed yourself out of the situation, or if you did something to mitigate it. You know, but people like to hang on to their butts. They love to stay in conflict. You know, in a sense, it's funny. They have comfortability in their chaos. Yeah. You know, and because I have people all the time. And if you're in ministry, you know this. Yeah. With people that are always complaining. Yes. You give them a reason. You're like, you know what, why don't you exercise? Well, I don't have enough time to go over here. Or they can't do it in my neighborhood. It's not safe enough. Right. Well, you can do a little bit of something. You know, even with your education. Go back to school. Well, I can't afford. Yeah. Have you tried? You know, have you tried to figure out other ways to get it done? Yeah. You know. Well, Tony Robbins talks about that. You know, he's another one that's a motivational speaker that I like listening to. And he's not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm telling you, this man has been around for years. And what he said is that a lot of times it's not always resources, it's resourcefulness. You know, like that. Like when I first started our company, Don's Tree Service, I didn't have the resources to get a truck, but I knew that I could build relationships. My husband, Morgan, who is now my husband, Morgan, and then I can make the necessary, you know, changes that I needed to make or the connections that I needed to make in order to get the resources that I needed to be able to get my company going. But the first thing I had to do was actually step out there and do it. And a lot of times stepping out there and doing it might just be making the phone call to get some information, building relationships with the people that you're going to need to be in communication with in order to build your dream. And really it starts with you, you know, which it always does. It starts with you. That confidence plays a big role in it, you know, and fake it until you make it, you know, the confidence, but pick up those phones and just call people, you know, like, I'm not going to say that on the radio, because I was thinking, I was about to say one of those, well, you know what, with my confidence, I'm going to walk out of this mall and I'm going to have 4 clients. I ain't going to say that right now, because I might walk out and I won't get any. But, you know, but knowing that, having that confidence of saying, you know what, I'm going to step out here on faith. Yes. I'm going to, because I'm saying, I'm looking at this restaurant here, you know, Ann Cheese. If someone had to come to me 10 years ago and said, I got an idea about making a restaurant about grilled cheese sandwiches, I'd be like, really? You know? Yeah. But having that tenacity to say, okay, I have a dream. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to make it work. Yeah. And once you start in the game, you got to keep playing the game until you win. That's right. You know. So I look at that in all kind of aspects of business and ministry and whatever you're doing. Yeah. you know, you're going to have some challenges.
Yeah.
But I think Frederick Douglass said, you know, without no struggle, there's no progress.
Ooh, without struggle, there's no progress. I love it.
It's Danny Jones Live, Danny Jones Live. It's Danny Jones Live, Danny Jones Live. It's Danny Jones Live, Danny Jones Live.
When it falls, there's only one tree company to call. That's Don's Tree Service. Call them at 770-413-TREE. That's 770-413-8733.
Had looked out the window after the storm and found out that there was a tree that had fallen. So I needed somebody quickly. Made one phone call. The appointment was made. They got the tree down. They do full service cleanup so that it looked like nothing had been done at all. Don's Tree Service did an awesome job for me, and I would recommend them highly.
Hey guys, I'm Doni the Tree Lady, owner of Don's Tree Service. We are an Atlanta-based tree service serving all of Metro Atlanta. And you know what? We proudly serve the underserved. And not only that, when we cut down your trees, we don't charge extra for cleaning up. So give us a call at 770-413-8733. That's 770-413-TREE.